What's up, Berserker Patriot Store? So we're on a completely different side of town now. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're still looking for people working. We're still looking for all these construction sites. There aren't any. There's none. And when I was talking about, people fleeing Florida before, while we're driving around looking for these job sites, let's see how many of these houses are for sale. Still, look, another road, no job sites, no people working, no crews out. We're on the opposite side of town. We're over on the other side of Midway now. Okay, there's one house for sale. That house is for sale. So, that house is empty and damaged still. Still looking for these crews. I think I see another for sale sign. Oh, 2 for sale signs right next to each other, across the street and across the street. No workers that way. No workers that way either, man. So I guess there's not a worker every other street, but every other house there is a for sale sign. People that are getting the fuck out of here and fleeing this state because of all the messed up homeowner policies they're passing here right now. So just in case you don't know, if you become a tenant of Florida and you're not owning your home, you no longer have any rights. All messed up from the hurricane still, as you can see, that place there. No work crews down that way. Anyway, you become a homeowner. You have to become a homeowner, otherwise you have no rights now. They just passed the law in Florida that the tenants have all the rights and the landlords have all the rights and the tenants have none now. And more construction debris from the hurricane. That's been sitting there for months. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that road. I'm trying to do 10 things at once here, guys. Oh, I know where I'm at. I'm right off of Midway here. I did all this landscaping. See all that grass? I sodded this yard right here and trimmed all these trees a few years back. Oh, again, no construction crews on this road. None down there. How you doing today, brother? Sorry, I'm in my old neighborhood. I used to live on this neighborhood. We have one roofing crew out of all of the videos I've taken so far. One roofing crew, and there's one person on the job site there. I'm not gonna hide when I do see workers, but considering I took an 18-minute and 45-second video earlier driving, I drove for 18 minutes straight in this town, and you didn't see one job site opened anywhere, or one crew, or not even a landscape truck, not even a lawn service vehicle. Nothing. Nowhere. And for some context, these are videos for people that... Now, these are abandoned construction sites that have been here since the hurricane happened. Look how rotted out this wood is. That's how long it's been sitting here. Now, the sites have been abandoned because all these people came in and tried to scam people. So there's tons of abandoned sites here. There's about, 40,000 lawsuits against roofing companies that came down from Texas and brought illegal immigrants with them and did half-assed work, and now the people's roofs are leaking, or their walls that they put together are falling apart because they were working in the rain and the drywall got wet. Stuff like that. So another road, no construction sites open. Now we will be coming up on a church around the corner. Most of the churches finally have some construction getting done on them, but the majority of our churches in this town haven't been touched yet since the hurricane. A lot of them have been trying to help people around here, but it's been made very difficult by the state. And just so you know, the governor also banned the Sunshine Law in the state of Florida, which is what gives you transparency to the governor's office and transparency for your local government. So why would the supposedly most transparent, freedom-loving governor take all transparency away from what they're doing. I don't get it. He's gorgeous. He's beautiful. That's a gorgeous Mastiff, man. The guy had a French Mastiff. He was beautiful. Kara, she's like, fuck that dog. Oh, we're gonna come here and do some work for this church one of these days because they need some tree work done bad. They got some dangerous trees over there where the kids play. As soon as I can afford it, I'm gonna go up here and do some work for this church. But again, another street, nobody, nothing. What you have to understand is we have open sites, but they've been abandoned because of all these insurance companies. See, this stuff's been sitting like this forever. That garage has been open. I don't even think, there's no garage door there. That's been open for months. There haven't been no crews down there. There haven't been any crews here at all for months. The permits were on the front of the house, but it's been so long since someone's come back that they just left it. All this material just sitting here, and that's because the insurance companies are pulling out of our state, and they're not covering the costs of the repairs any longer. That's why we have so many lawsuits in our state right now. So far, Farmers Insurance pulled out. Last week, AAA pulled out. I had to go help a girl break into her car the other day because she waited 9 hours for AAA. And I told her, I said, you do realize they pulled out of our state, right? They're probably not coming. Well, she finally got a message the next day, them letting her know they weren't coming. So she would have sat there waiting for AAA. So AAA's pulled out. Multitudes and multitudes of small insurance companies fucked off like immediately, like hundreds of them just screwed off immediately. And so a lot of people are screwed because of that. You guys need help getting something out of the back?
Oh, we got it, but thank you.
All right, brother. You guys have a blessed day. They have screwed our state because they pulled out of everywhere and don't cover the cost of insurance. Well, guess what? It's hard to cover the cost of getting these repairs done after a hurricane because everybody price gouges. Even though they say no price gouging, no, they still do. They still do. Also, Ron DeSantis had a law, what I call a constitutional law, changed. So if you're a governor and you decide to step out and run for the presidential election like he's doing right now, you can no longer be the governor of Florida. That's how it normally works, okay? He had a law changed in the state of Florida to where he can stay the governor if he doesn't win the presidency. And that's not any kind of coward that I want being my governor. I regret so much. He's passed so many fucked up things, and the things he did pass that might have helped have been overturned by a federal judge. So, I mean, as you know, if you've watched any of my channels for very long, before I get banned from them, you know I speak at school board meetings. And me and my dog alone have been to 418 school board meetings. We've gotten 287 ordinance changed in the state of Florida to help the kids. We've gotten 22 pedophiles investigated and arrested. We've gotten 32, I know that's not a lot, but 32 city and county ordinance changed from speaking at county and city meetings. So it's not hard to get things accomplished. Okay, donating money to politicians online is not a way to fix things. It does nothing. The majority of those websites that you are donating money to don't even go to what you want them to go to. Do you understand that? You're better off starting an organization. Well, it doesn't have to be an organization. Just as a human being, as a sovereign citizen, just instead of donating the money that you would donate online that goes to nothing you want it to, because 501c3s are corrupt as hell, because you start off a 501c3 with good intentions, with the understanding that you're gonna do good in the world, and then you find out that it's not your company. You don't get to make the decisions. You're just the sole proprietor of the company, but you have to have a board and all of that. And they make the decisions for your 501c3. So they end up wanting to make money Therefore, it gets corrupted. Okay? So, just come out here and help people in your local community, or get together with your local citizens in your community, raise money, buy land, so you can have a place for parents to bring their children, and have local veterans in the community volunteer to do something similar to Boy Scouts or something like that, where the kids can come out and learn a life skill, learn a trade, learn how to slaughter food, learn how to grow food, learn actual history in America, learn how to critically think. That's what is going to save our country. Saving our children is what's going to save our country. Not voting in an election. We are in the United States Communist Party right now. If you don't understand that, then you're not paying attention to anything that's happening whatsoever. So, is that just a dog walking down the middle of the road? It is. I'm gonna have to go back and see if that dog's okay. But I'll go around the block. I gotta make sure that doggy's okay, guys. But anyway, as you can see, when I've been driving, every road you see, there's nobody out here working. There's no crews out here. Not all these roofing crews that this guy made the comment in my video and said are out here, all these construction crews, all these landscaping crews. As you can see, I've literally driven every part of Port Charlotte today to show you guys. There ain't shit happening. There's the first FEMA trailer you've seen all day too. The first one. There's so many people out here living in houses that are not livable right now. They just cleared that property. That house was being built before the hurricane over there. It never got, you know, they so we have all these ugly ass abandoned projects because the people ran out of money because of the hurricane. No crews, nobody down here working. No crews, nobody down there working. Nobody down here working. Another abandoned site. So you can look at the color of the wood. You can look at how much it's been rained on. It's got mold growing on it and stuff like that. When it has mold growing on it, you know it's been there for a while. Okay? See all that mold growing on it? There's mold growing on all of this wood. So now they're going to build this house. They're still going to use this wood. I guarantee it. They're going to build this house out with wood that has mold all over it. And that's black mold. Okay? That'll give you what's called black lung. Same here. At least they got treated wood. The other place didn't. It wasn't even using treated wood. Did you notice that too? None of that wood that was in that pile was treated, and all the boards for the floor and the roof were particle board. That's garbage, bro. That's garbage building. You should be, for your roof, if you have a concrete floor, obviously you're not, it doesn't matter what you put down. You're not gonna even put the wood on the floor because you have a concrete foundation. So you're gonna put silencer, you're gonna put tile or carpet. But for the roof, I prefer to use 3/4 ply square. That way, it's a good sturdy roof and you know it's gonna last. And I prefer to use 3-inch corrugated screws. That way, it goes all the way through the 2x4 and gets a good bite. That way, when you have a hurricane, your fucking roof doesn't fly off. That's a novel idea, huh? This house has been for sale for a couple years now. It got built a couple years ago and they never even moved into it. They just decided to say F it. So, I mean, are you guys paying attention? 13 minutes I've been riding this time. 13 minutes. Open site, nothing being done. Nothing that way, nothing this way. No crews out here. So you can see, you can physically see with your own eyes when these people are calling me a liar, which it's only 1 or 2 people, and when you look up their profile, they say they live where I'm at, but their profile is based out of New York or California or somewhere. So, and these people think you don't have a critical mind in your head. So they don't think that you can look at their profile and go, oh, well, you don't live anywhere near me. See, they tied off all their oak trees over there so they wouldn't bend over and blow over, and it worked out pretty good for them. You gotta realize, we're almost a year into since the hurricane hit, you know. What is it, August? The month after next, August 6th, will be the same day that the hurricane hit last year. It's been a year, and these people still haven't gotten their stuff fixed. And a lot, I'm not gonna say the majority, but I'm gonna say a crap ton of the houses here are not livable. We've still got old people that are renting trailers and renting stuff like that, you know what I mean, to live in, paying for motels, stuff like that. Some people got lucky. They had great insurance companies. Their insurance claims got done quick. They already had, see, the main problem that most of the people had in Florida is most of you aren't from here. No construction crews that way, nothing. The most of you aren't from here, so you don't understand. When you hear there's a hurricane coming, book your adjuster before the hurricane hits. That way, your shit gets done quick. But when millions of people decide to book an insurance adjuster the same day because they found out, oh shit, when a natural disaster happens, your insurance company doesn't cover a damn thing, and they don't want to deal with you. They'll just put you on a list. They had to trash all of that drywall because they see, when they abandon, you can't keep the drywall because there's no way to close it in and keep it dry. See, the doors are opened. Nobody's, you know, it's almost a finished house. The windows are already put in. The inspection is more than likely already, well, the inspection hasn't been done on the windows because the stickers haven't been pulled off. But that's what all this is waiting for, I'm sure. But they had to throw all that damn drywall out. All brand new drywall they had to throw out because it got soaking wet inside the house. Because there's no way to close the house off. So that's what we've got going on around here. I'll just drive around and spend my money and my gas to show you guys. Look, all of it's open. The whole house is open. Nothing's closed. So more than likely, people are sleeping in there at night. This is another one right here. These have been like this since the hurricane. They have not been touched. These houses were canceled. There's drywall on the walls in there, and it's raining inside this place every single day. There's drywall on the walls, and it's raining inside there every day. These dumpsters are just sitting here. Somebody's having to pay for them. You know, that house is almost completely finished, and they closed it off because they can't afford it anymore. That's what the majority of people are closing this stuff off because of. Nobody working on that street either. My God, not one street has had a crew on it except for that one place. The roof's still messed up from the hurricane. Nothing's been touched yet. Now, what you got to keep in mind is we're still doing stuff after the hurricane. This is one of the worst hurricanes we've had in the state of Florida since Andrew. Okay, Charlie and Andrew were the last two really bad hurricanes like this we've had. The majority of this town was destroyed. If you remember my videos from right after the hurricane, this town was destroyed. And that was a week after the hurricane because we were stuck where we were at because of all the debris had to get cleaned up. So, yeah, driving down another main road. No construction sites opened over here. No landscapers working. No lawn services doing anything. 18 minutes again. We're at 18 minutes again. So that's almost 40 minutes of straight driving I've recorded today with no crews open. Now these IRBY guys, which are these white trucks here, they've been going around surveying things since the hurricane. They're not from Florida, they're from Texas. The majority of the people, well, all of the people the county and the state hired were from Texas, Alabama, and Missouri. They hired 2,500 people from Texas, 1,800 people from Missouri, and 1,500 people from Alabama, tree workers and such. Well, they came and they got paid. See all this stuff here? That's still been sitting there forever. They came and they got paid to pick all these loads up where you see me doing stuff. Well, they were supposed to have been on the same contract that the insurance companies were on, the same time frame of contract. Okay, well, they just went around and they hustled butt and they picked up everything they saw on the side of the road. They were already paid out, so they didn't care. And that's it. You know, that's it. They left, gone. They got their money, they didn't do all the work, and they hauled ass. So, and that happened with a lot of people. That happened with roofers, that happened with landscapers, that happened with tree people. I've had so many customers I've had to go cut such hellacious deals for because somebody started work for them and then didn't finish it after the hurricane. And they've already paid out thousands and thousands of dollars and now they can't afford to pay out more. Look, we're 19 minutes in, almost 20 minutes of driving, and you haven't seen. I've gone down every single fucking road. It's not like I'm skipping roads. I'm snaking in and out of every single road in the area. Overgrown grass, empty house, for sale, county violation on the window. And by the way, they'll give you a county violation knowing that we just had the worst time in the history of Florida right now. And it's also the hottest Florida's ever been. And the most humid Florida's ever been. And people are talking about the hurricane, but nobody's talking about all of the super messed up storms we've gotten since. Like, we've had more tornadoes in Port Charlotte in the past 6 months than I've seen in years here. We've got all these little storms popping up every night that are just massive storm surges. And we're getting like inches to a foot of rain out of some of these storms. So there's one, that's the second roofing crew you've seen all day. Nothing down that road. The second roofing crew all day, and none of them have more than 2 to 3 people on the job. You know what I mean? So we'll just look down these roads since they're short. Nothing down that road, nothing this way at all. So you can see I'm clearly not lying to you like those people say. So like I said, I like action. And this is, I'm showing you actions. I'm showing you what's going on. I'm not saying, well, that's a lie with no facts to back it up. I'm showing you what's going on. He's got a good little gig going on right now. They're gonna clear out some trees over there probably. So out of 42 minutes of video, that's 3 crews you've seen all day. 2 roofing crews and 1, well, I don't even know if that was a tree crew. I just know that that was a crew with a bobcat. So my phone's about to die. I gotta plug it in. I love you guys. This is where we're gonna stop here for this video. Be blessed.